I'm Angela Murray, SHRM SCP, SPHR, and your favorite HR coach. Have you ever wondered, can I conquer both the SHRM and HRCI exam back to back? Well, the short answer is yes, you absolutely can. But before you make the decision to get dual certified, let me give you a game plan to tackle both certifications without burning out. The first thing you need to do is start with clarity. Why are you taking both? You need to be real. Do you really need both certifications? Let's talk about that. The SHRM certification focuses on behavioral competencies and strategic HR. Meanwhile, you have the HRCI certifications, and it's more about compliance and technical skills and a lot of global HR practices. Now, having both certifications ensures that you're not just strong in one area, but you're versatile across the entire HR spectrum. That means you can handle both the why and the how. Having both certifications gives you that competitive edge. SHRM helps you shine as a leader, and HRCI grounds you as an expert in compliance and operational HR. Together, they make you a complete, well-rounded HR professional. In my opinion, dual certification positions you as a highly skilled professional, which often translates to higher salaries and better career opportunities. Companies see the value in somebody who can handle both the strategic decisions and the technical execution required to implement those strategic decisions effectively. Now, once you've decided on dual certification, the next step is to decide which to take first. I usually go with these guidelines. Take the SHRM exam first if you're better at scenario-based questions and you are better about thinking about the why behind the HR practices. Because if you are this kind of person, you're most likely going to be in a role that complements that already, and so it'll be an easy transition for you. These are usually people who end up in the business partner roles or generalist roles or even employee relations. Now, if you're a numbers and laws kind of person and you thrive on black and white and compliance answer and you like building out processes and you like a lot of structure, take the HRCI exam first. Most of the time, these are going to be those HR professionals who end up in compensation and benefits or training or talent acquisition because that involves highly structured processes. Also, consider the companies or industries you see yourself applying to or working in the future. What are they asking for, SHRM or HRCI? Certain industries place more value on one exam over the other. So go out to the job boards or go to those company websites and see what the companies want, and then align with that. You also need to think about your career goals. If you want to move into HR leadership, then SHRM can give you that strategic foundation that you need to make that leap. If you are aiming to specialize in compliance or global HR practices, then HRCI's technical focus is probably going to be more aligned with that. Now, personally, I recommend starting with the certification that aligns closest with your current role and your current skill set, and then build your momentum from there, and then you can tackle the other one. Once you've decided which exam to tackle first, you can leverage the overlap between the two exams. The good news about that is that SHRM and HRCI have a lot of overlap. For example, talent acquisition. You'll find strategies for sourcing and recruiting and onboarding and all of those things in both. Workforce planning. Those techniques are going to align with the organization's needs in both exams. In both exams, you're going to find employee relations, things like managing workplace conflicts or ensuring fair treatment and fostering employee engagement. Both of them are going to have policies around employee grievances and how to conduct investigations. You'll find workforce management in both. They have some overlap with U.S. labor laws. Both exams are going to require a strong understanding of the labor laws, but HRCI dives deeper into the compliance nuances. To save yourself some time, start with those shared topics before diving into what makes each exam a little bit unique. Because with every minute you spend on these overlaps, it's double duty. It's helping you prepare for both certifications without doing double work. So take for example, your labor laws, like the FMLA, for instance. SHRM might test you on how to handle a real world scenario involving FMLA, but HRCI is probably going to ask you to recall like the exact requirements. But the foundation, which is the law itself, is going to be the same for both exams. So you have that overlap and you can use that. Now you want to make the most of these shared topics. To do that, create a master study list. Write down all the overlapping topics like talent acquisition or FMLA and workforce planning, and then use a color coding system to note which areas are emphasized more by SHRM versus HRCI. Then try to find textbooks or videos that cover both SHRM and HRCI content. For example, a legal guide to U.S. labor laws. That's going to be helpful no matter which certification you're taking. So you can use something like that for both. Once you've nailed those overlaps, then you can start looking into tackling the unique areas of the exam. Now remember, SHRM has the behavioral competencies. They have like leadership and communication, relationship management, and these are going to be reflected in their situational judgment questions. HRCI also has situational questions. Theirs is based on compliance and technical knowledge like risk management and audits and detailed labor laws. And that's going to be reflected in their questions. It's very helpful to use some of the same study material for the overlapping topics, but don't get greedy. You have to use the right prep materials for each exam. These exams are structured differently, so don't try to use all the same prep materials for both. You just have to spend an extra few bucks there. Make sure you're purchasing HRCI specific study guides and HRCI's book of knowledge for your guide when you're studying for them. And for SHRM, of course, you know you need specific material like the SHRM Basque. It's fine to use the same material for the topics that overlap, but not all topics overlap. So you need to get specific materials. Then, once you're ready to take on both exams, make sure you try to schedule them as close together as possible while the material is still fresh and you can go ahead and get it knocked out. It's not going to be easy because you are going to have to train yourself to use two different mindsets, but it's also highly possible. I know it's possible because I did it. If you need more tips on preparing for both certifications at once, then you're going to want to watch my next video. I'm going to dive deeper into the HRCI exam because most of you are probably already SHRM certified because that's probably how you found me first. But now it's time for us to level up HR pros and go for both. See you in the next video.